you please write it down. The names of the students who have missed the first test, because I can see many of them, nearly I think 80 to 85 or 90%, they got full marks. But there are some students uh, whom I not received. I mean, I think they are not given the exams or anything because it is not updated in the computer. Because you must understand that I am not giving the marks; it is the computer itself that is giving the marks. So you please write the names of the students. Shruti, are you writing?
Yes, sir, I'll write.
Write it. Anuj Goyal. If there is some problem, you can tell me. There are 8 students. I think I have not received because it is not updated in the grades. I cannot see over there. These are the only 8 students out of the total students which we have. Uh, so first student is Anuj Goyal. If you finish, you can tell me.
Yes,
Sir,
sir,
it's
done.
Anuj Gole, sir.
Yeah, yeah. It's Anuj
Gole.
Gole. I have not received because in the this thing.
Sir, last time when I attended the test, there was some, you were not accepting the forms that time. So I couldn't get. And after that, I was not at home. I went outside, so I couldn't get it. I'm sorry.
No, no, but you have not submitted. It means.
Yes, I have not submitted it, sir.
Okay, okay. Next one is Varun Jaggi. Is Varun there? Shruti, you please write his name.
Yes, sir, written.
So these two names and Abdullah, what's his name? Sahib. Abdullah is there. You write his name, Shruti.
Sir,
Then,
written.
okay. Then we have Aniruddha Roy. Aniruddha Roy. His name is also not appearing in the MCQs. So Aniruddha Roy is there. Then,
Sir, I don't think he is in college anymore. I guess he left.
oh, he left.
Yeah.
Uh, But I think, Shruti, you put it in the group so that let us be on the safer side. And then we have Rishikesh Wadalkar. Rishikesh Wadalkar. Is he there in the class right now? Rishikesh? Anyway, you write his name also. And Kartikeya Saxena. Kartikeya Saxena.
Yes, sir.
Then we have Anmol Sharma. Anmol Sharma. Anmol, you are there in the class right now? No, he is not there. So Anmol Sharma. And the last one
The
is,
college.
oh, he left the class, college.
Yes, sir.
Okay. The last one is Atul Shri Kumar. Atul Shri Kumar. Atul, are you there in the class? I think he is also not there. So these are the students whose names are not appearing on the MCQs. That is on the grades. So please see that you put it on the WhatsApp group. Let them also know that they have to attempt the next MCQs uh, because 5 marks it will be too costly for them. I know that. I understand this is the last year. I want to cooperate with each other members. Nobody should be in difficulty, and everybody should take care about the timelines, even the Vivas also, and do good in Vivas. This is my expectations from all of you. In my other classes also, I am saying the same thing. So please see that nobody should be left out. So Shruti, you got those 8 names, correct?
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
Yeah. Yes. Who was
yes,
who
sir.
just who is it?
So this is Varun Jaggi. I tried to submit the form, but then later on it wasn't accepting the form.
No, no, but later on, I think many of the students, I received the forms, Varun. At that time, you should have contacted, either Shruti was there, myself was there. I didn't get any reply from you or mail or any, nothing I got over there. No, I think I didn't get any message, Varun. Anyway, so be careful next time because MCQ, there are 3 more MCQs And today I'll be sending one assignment also because we don't want to panic at the last moment because it so happens we are on track in other classes also, whether it is MBA or BBA third year, we are on track and every student is submitting. The reason is this, because of the limited number of lectures, that at the end, it should not happen that we are left such and such, like it has happened just now. So it should not happen that nobody should miss the bus. That's my intention behind it. If anybody has got any problem, Varun, if you have contacted me, I would have definitely helped you at the time. But I didn't receive any message except from one student was there. I helped him till the 7:30, I think 6:30. I took the help of computer department and I saw that student is on board and he submitted in the evening also. But whenever any difficulty is there, you should immediately contact me. So please do it next time. If any, and even these assignments also, you have to put it over there. If you are unable to do it, give me a mail also. I am giving so many options so that nobody should be left out. In BBA class also, third year, I am doing the same thing. There are students, they are submitting on sometimes on mail also if they are not able to do it on the Teams. Anyway, if there is a technical problem, we can handle it. You know my mail ID. Please submit the assignment within specified time. Don't miss the assignment because there are marks for it, and unnecessarily I don't want anybody to lose marks. Even 1 mark is also very important considering it is the last year. I am always liberal over there and very, very cooperative with respect to students considering it is the last year. I know many of you have got the placements also. Because the latest position, I don't know. Yes, Shruti, what is the latest position? I think you are all placed, or what is it? Yes, Shruti. Yes, Shruti. Placements are underway, or what is it?
Sir, I don't know, but mine was done in the last sem, so I'm not aware.
Okay, okay. Yes, Ritika, what about you in your class?
Yes, sir, the placement route, as in it happened last semester also, it's going on right now also.
Yeah, I heard there are a lot of,
Yeah, there's a companies come up now.
yeah, they are all coming, and all of you will be, don't take tension. I know we have got the best quality students. We have a brand name, Symbiosis, which is recognized everywhere. So don't take tension. Now I am going to the slides. I hope there are no.
So,
Yeah, yeah,
so,
Suzana.
so I have a question about the MCQ test. So, can I ask now or do I have to mail it?
You can mail if it is a longer one because we have to complete it already.
No, so it's a small question.
Yeah, you can tell me.
So, what is the meaning of cornering a young market?
Honorary means you have to keep it separately. You have to
So,
keep
so,
it separate.
so, is that a example of great business strategy?
See, basically, I'll tell you when you are talking about a business strategy, why I always say when you corner means you are going to target it. The targeting, the correct word is cornering or targeting. In the slides also, if you have read it carefully, the word is mentioned over there. So the thing is that cornering means we have to target it and attack that particular problem over there. Today also, there are slides which I'll be showing you about the marketing strategies. The same word is used there also. I'll be showing you today also. So I think that confusion which was there, only the words they appear. Corner means you have to attack that particular problem in the right way. So today also we'll be going for marketing strategies where number of slides are there and we'll be discussing if any problems are there, you can very well raise. And if it is a bigger problem or suppose if it is taking some time, you can mail it, put it in the chat box. I will see that it is replied. So, Silvara, I think you must be satisfied with this.
So I don't know because when I later on after the test when I googled it, it was like that cornering a market means it's illegal or something like that.
No,
But
no,
I
no,
wasn't sure.
no, 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 no. Cornering means, why you corner over that. That is the correct word should be targeting. The correct word is targeting. So in market targeting, we always do because we need business. See, unless there is a huge market today, also we will be going for strategies, marketing strategies. So there is a suppose 100% market is there. Now your product, if you want to sell at a particular say 10%, say Malaysia. So Malaysia, there is a market for your product over there. Other countries you don't have. So you corner that particular area, you target. On the contrary, market targeting. So targeting means you have to hit that particular week. The other word is also, I'll say, is it is segmentation. So segmentation of market, that means you are dividing the market into pieces. The reason is this: you have to make maximum sales in that particular area. You understand, Silvera? So
Okay, sir.
there you have to make the most of it, because with the limited amount of capital and human resource, we have to see that the return on investment it is maximum. You have to make the sales over there in that particular area. I told you that Malaysia, because I'll just give an example so that I think you'll be more clear about it. Now Malaysia is selling us, India they are selling palm oil. You might be knowing, because they are very huge this thing palm trees over there, and they are selling over here to India now. The same thing applies from Malaysia. If you stay in Malaysia, then you target India, because India it is a very huge market, especially about the palm oil. And you see, they have gone, they have got lot of money from India, because we use this in India over there. So they are cornered India. That means this market they know very well. That basically from here only they can get maximum sales, maximum income, maximum profit. So like this we have to consider. So targeting is the correct word. We keep on targeting a particular area to reach, to see that more and more sales are there. This word comes under the market segmentation. Segment means we divide the market into pieces, because there we have to see that which is the right area where you can get maximum amount of sales. So don't target the area where you will not get any response or limited response. Because what happens if you go over there, you'll be losing your time and money, and unnecessarily, in English we say, barking on the wrong tree. Like that it will be happening. We should not waste our time also, because time is very crucial. See, Malaysia, I gave you the example of palm oil. Now, like this, even Arabic countries also, they are selling us oil, because they know India, there is a huge market for oil. Even Russia, even other countries also, Venezuela, USA also, they are all, even Iran, Iraq. See, you see, all these countries, they are supplying India with oil, diesel, and everything. So there is a huge market. I am telling you, for oil. You see the import bill over here. 70% of our import bill is oil. Oil requirements are very high in India. So like this, we have to consider that where we have to hit the right target so as to achieve the maximum sales. This is our intention behind all these things. Silvera, did you get it now?
Oh, yes, sir.
And today we'll be going to the same this thing what Silvera has asked just now. There only I'll be going now today marketing strategies. So we'll be discussing at the end, because at that time I'll be seeing that whatever questions are there, you please get it cleared, because this is a marketing subject, because this is the last year. And one thing I am telling you, because being a practical person, I have worked in industries, so I know very, very well that basically uh, here you can ask doubts, any doubts which are there. There is nothing wrong. You can ask me 1,000 doubts, and if it is not possible in class, you can write it mails also, chat box also. It will be replied. Now, because once you enter the industries, I am telling you, it's my own experience that hardly people they find time to guide you. Hardly people they find, because you are so busy that basically it is very difficult to refresh your knowledge and everything whatever you have learnt in college, and you soon forget it also. So here you have the opportunity to ask questions. There is a chat box. These are mails also. You can see that your knowledge is refreshed, and see that you are updated in all respects. With this, I am going to the slide which I have already prepared. Let us go for the share content, and any questions are there, we'll see that those are also taken head on. Now, there is one slide that I am going to show you. It is about this marketing strategies. Now, basically, I hope you can see the slides. Silvera, you can see the slide from that side.
Yes, sir.
Okay. This marketing strategies. Now, you should understand what is the strategy. Strategy means a long-term plan. Now, it refers to the business's overall game plan for reaching prospective customers. Now, here the thing is that ultimately your business, it all totally depends upon customers. Okay, and turning them to customers of the product or services the business provides. So ultimately, what you do over here, that means customers means you are going to sell your products. So marketing strategy contains the company's value propositions. That means key branding messaging and data on the target customer, demographics, and other high-level elements. Now, as I gave you just now the example of Malaysia or Indonesia also, they are selling this palm oil because they are very rich over there. There are so many palm trees over there, and they are selling India because they have targeted India because target they know very well that India we can maximize the sales because here we use this coconut oil and everything to a large extent. So you see, Malaysia cannot afford to lose India at any cost because you see their economy, 30 to 35%, it is growing on the basis of in India's import bill. That means we are paying the money. So they basically India is also dependent on them. They are also dependent on us. So marketing strategy basically we have to see that they have also created value. Value means nothing but we are continuously using their products, and there is a brand name for that product also, coconut oil. And we must have a data also of target customer demographic, that is who is using this particular products in India also, where exactly to hit the target and other high level elements. So all these things they combine when you talk about the strategy. Now the marketing strategy informs the marketing plan, which is a document that details the specific types of marketing activities a company uh, contains, uh, conducts and contains timetable for rolling out various marketing initiatives. Now, ultimately, every company for that matter, they think about maximizing sales. Every company for that matter, they think about sales and sales only. But it's not a very easy thing that if you want to increase the sales, all this groundwork that you have to conduct. So groundwork in the sense you have to see that we have to go for surveys, questionnaires, all these things you are conducting, you are seeing whether they require your products or not, and who are going to use these products. Ultimately, I also told you that marketing is a long-term concept. Now, there basically the thing is you are creating very long, deep relations, scientific relations with the customer. Now, Malaysia, for example, or Indonesia also, they have created very strong relations with India. It is obviously because of they know very well that they are getting money from them. Now, marketing strategies should ideally have longer lifespans than individual marketing plans because marketing is nothing but long-term relationships with the customer that we know. So longer lifespans are there. Once you make a strategy may be for 5 years, 7 years also because they contain value propositions and other key elements of the company's brand. Because see, whenever you are selling any product in the international market, it must be a branded one. You cannot have a company, you cannot sell a product which is not branded, which generally holds consistent over the long haul. In other words, marketing strategies cover big picture messaging, while marketing plans relate to specific. So, marketing plans and marketing strategies. As I told you, strategy is a long-term concept. Now, it is the big picture. What is the macro picture that you are going to achieve? So, there you are thinking about that. You are thinking something more. You are something which is deep. That is there. While marketing plans, when you go for plans over there, relate to the specific campaign because plan and this thing strategies See, actually, if you study this marketing strategy, it is a long-term plan. But when marketing plans are there, it is maybe a short-term also. In order to achieve the long-term plans, there are certain short-term plans also which you have to include over there. Okay. Then there are many types of marketing strategies, but how many of them will actually work for business is the question. Now, you can keep on framing strategies, new and new till it works. Ultimately, what is your goal? That you must have customers with you, you must target, then you have to go over there for targeting the customer. And first of all, you have to see that where is the business that you can make. That is the reason we have strategies in place. Now, what type of marketing strategies would we choose to pursue and why? So the thing is that you may have number of strategies with you, 5, 6, 7, 10. So first we have narrowed down the number of marketing options. Okay, narrow down the number of marketing options also. Focus on the effective type of marketing strategies for every business. So here the thing is that what is the effective strategy of that is most effective one for every business. See, ultimately, as I told you, time is also very important. You cannot keep on making strategies and your time is also gone. So what is the most effective strategy that you have to take into account? So these all centers around digital marketing. Now today we are in the world of digital marketing. Traditional marketing, as you know, it has already gone behind, and the thing is that we are not there. I mean, traditional marketing means it's I won't call it outdated, because in villages and other countries they are still using this traditional marketing. Don't try to say that the digital marketing is only the way. But still, I will say this traditional marketing, it is still working in India. If you can see all those grocery shops, retail shops, near your house also they are working. So we cannot disregard them. So the main type of marketing strategies for the online world are social media marketing, email marketing, and content marketing. Whatever the content are, you should put forth before the people. However, besides cost, there are some benefits of digital marketing also. So we can measure the effects of our marketing and see if your strategy is effective or not. See, whatever you do, it should be measured also in time and money. How much time you have spent, how much money you have spent in that particular area. You want to sell any product to say Singapore, to say any other country, then you should talk in quantitative terms, means whether it is really effective or not. We can reach a wider audience on the internet. The internet basically it has got an advantage. You can reach any type of customer even outside India also. So we can reach a wider audience on the internet. So we can engage directly with the target audience. Just now, I think Silver also mentioned. So here we are using the word target audience, where we have to target that specific audience and see and encourage them to take the desired action. That means they should keep on buying your products. Something that impossible to do with a traditional advertising, because from sitting over here we can reach Lanka, Bhutan, Nepal, and there you can sell the product because you have got digital marketing, internet, and all these IT weapons with in your side. Now, coming to the next one, for a small business to become a big business someday, it has to learn the target audience. Where is your exactly where you want to go, where you want to make money, that you have to see. Build up an engaged following and get exposure as affordably as possible. Now, here the thing as a affordability means basically you have to see whether don't spend a lot of money over there. Affordability means spending a lot of money. So there, with the minimum amount of money, maximum return, this principle should be there. So the digital marketing helps us to go forward. In this, we have social media marketing also. So there also one of the things in social media marketing, as I told you, that this is internet in the first lesson in e-business. We started over there, and I told you this e-business strategies and everything at that time also, that we can go with the help of internet. If you want to see that where are the markets available, you can very well gauge and you can measure how much time we have spent. So timing and everything, that is very important, because the more time is there, then obviously it is not that. But once you target that particular market, then in that case you can have the maximum sales over there, provided the people over there, you are getting responses, you are getting heavy traffic, you are getting the leads. So social media marketing, it is one of the most popular strategies. So there are more than 2.8 billion people who use social media. Now this is about 37% of the world's populations. Today, I think this figure will go on increasing. So you don't have to worry about the social media marketing. This 37 will become 40. I think it is nearly about that. So many people, they are using the social media marketing to highlight their products. Now the huge number includes people from all age groups also, because the huge number which is there from all age groups. Now even children above 10 years old have started using the social media regularly. So they can use, even small children, they are using these Facebooks and everything, you can very well see. And there are also social media networks that cater to professionals, the most popular ones being LinkedIn. Now this also, I think you know it. So it is again a social media network. It is great for helping professionals to build long-term relationships. Now in marketing, we had discussed that we are also thinking about long-term relationships rather than having short-term relationships. So social media also encompasses a wide era of places where people are social and interact with each other. So people also, because and there, unless you interact, how can you go for business? Directly you cannot tell the other party that yes, come, we'll start with the business. So interaction should be there, the relation building up should be there, and then the business starts. So that is the reason the social media is there. No? So many of these places present opportunities for business also. Once you talk, you come to know other person's needs also. So social media there, LinkedIn also, there are other medias also there where you can, you know, advertise, you can talk with the people, interact with the people. So there are, however, challenges in social media marketing, competitive. Now there are a lot of marketers on social media. The company has to invest a lot of time to compete with them. Now, as you know, that companies also, you can see they are spending a lot of time also. Obviously, time is money. I don't have to say anything about it. So the company has to invest a lot of time to compete with them, because there is a heavy competition everywhere. I'm telling you, everywhere there is a competition. So time consuming, time is precious than money. So one has to engage with the clients, answer questions, and posting high quality content on the regular schedule. Now today, everybody in the in the world today, even you also, everybody wants quality. Quality in terms of jobs, quality in terms of income, quality in terms of products, quality in terms of service. You tell me a person who doesn't want quality. So everybody wants quality. So there are also some advantages in social media marketing. Ease of use. The easier the platform is to use for you and audience, the better. It is always, if it is easy for them to use, then they are more likely to spend a lot of time there. It should receive the social media like Facebook and everything. There you can, it's very easy to use also, meeting people, displaying products. So all these things, it is, even as told you, a 10 years student or a 10 years boy or a girl, they can definitely, they are very comfortable with this social media also over there. Then we have this low cost. Now there is a really very low cost of advertising on social media. Costing is also very important. And you pay only when users take a desired action. So costing, because if you have a very high cost, then obviously nobody will advertise their products out there on social media also. So it should be cost effective. Then there is a symbolic relationships. So SSM forms a symbolic relationship with your other marketing efforts. It can be combined with other forms of content marketing like photos, videos, websites, links, etc. Then brand loyalty. About 71% who has a positive experience with the company on the social media are likely to recommend it. See, recommendation is also very important because one customer can create 10 customers. So like this, a satisfied customer, if he's there, if you see that his requirements they are satisfied, he will create about 10 customers. So we call that as a brand loyalty. I'll just discuss this before I go ahead. Just hold on. I'll just discuss. I'm coming there. Now, see why I'm coming over here, because in international marketing, when you go selling products abroad, unless you have a brand, nobody will accept your product. It should be recognized. The branding means it's a show of strength. You may have multiple brands also. In today's world, I'm telling you, you may have 2 brands, 3 brands also. There's nothing wrong. Multi-branding is also a concept. But why I'm telling you this concept, that when you are selling your products internationally, I'm talking internationally, not domestically, people will not buy unless there is a brand, because the product should be recognized. Brand is a show of strength. It increases value of the company also. That means people, they are buying your products. So branding is very important. So the thing is that I told you in McDonald's also, you see there is a big M. So that M means, any product you take from McDonald's, I have seen in European countries, there also, when I used to eat. So this product, whichever is there, say French fries is there, for example. I'm just giving an example. If that French fries is, I come to know, yes, no, this is prepared by McDonald's. So this is accepted anywhere. You will have the same product whether you are here or in European countries, or if you go to Scandinavian countries. McDonald's is everywhere. So branding is very important. Today, that and brand also creates values, and the image of the company is built up on the basis of that brand. So branding is very important. You must understand. I'm also telling you, there is one example I'll give you from your side also about this target marketing. Now, suppose, for example, now after your graduations, many of you have maybe going for higher studies, maybe in Canada or maybe in UK also. So there, basically, the thing why you are selected this thing, Italy or UK or Canada, it is only because of the thing that the right type of education you can get over there, cost effective is there, and those countries, they are friendly with India. So there you can get. You are not going to Iraq, Iran, Afghanistan. You are not going over there. Sri Lanka, Bhutan. Why you are not going over there? The reason is this, that you will not get, you will be wasting your time and money if you go to these countries. So there, basically, you want to go to Canada for getting a good quality education, or UK, or Italy also, because a lot of Indian students, they are there. So why you go over there? So ultimately, you make a research, a mini research, and you find out that where exactly you are to hit your target. So hitting the target, selecting a target, all these terms, they come under the marketing. So you have to see that ultimately you are zeroing out on a particular target over there. So there you are going, and then you will be going for your education, and then you may be thinking of settling there also, because Canada is a good place, UK is a good place, Italy is a good place. So like this, the concept is come. Now, again, you will be asking that since you will be going, say, for UK or say European countries, then where exactly you are going to go? Then again, you will be thinking from the student's angle. Yes, the college must have brand. And I am telling you, because the colleges over there, definitely you will be selecting a college which is a renowned college, a renowned one. Whether it is in Italy or France or anyone, I have seen Symbiosis students going over there, and they make out, yes, this is the right college. So branding is very important. So the thing, colleges also, they create value because on the basis of the students, college also has its own reputation. So with all these things, these strong points, I may say, we are in a better position to shape ourselves. So brand is nothing but it's a symbol, it's a logo, where in international marketing, this is absolutely important. Nobody will buy a product if you don't have a brand. That means there must be acceptability for the brand also. But again, I am trying to tell you, as a student, we always say, yes, I want to go to UK because education is very good in UK. You also know that education is very good in Canada also, in USA also. But sometimes if you go to USA, it is not that cost effective. Of course, those who have got plenty of money, there is nothing, anybody can go to USA. I'm not saying about that. But here in the slide also, we had talked about cost effectiveness. So cost effectiveness means with minimum cost, you should get maximum return because ultimately you must understand that time is money also. Time is money. How much time you are going to spend over there? You tell me, for saving your money. But here you are spending a lot of time also, no? So minimum time, maximum return should be there. So this is how we have to understand branding concept. Silvera, did you get it?
Yes, sir.
So this is from the students. I give you so many examples. Why I am giving examples? So as to understand the things in a macro perspective, you have to understand it better from all angles. Don't think in only one angle. You have to think from all. How much time you are spending over there, and what is the return that you are getting. That also you have to see. Because sometimes the market may be there, but you are spending a lot of amount of time in doing research and everything. I think that is not a good idea because time is gone. And by the time you are spending so much amount of time, the customer preferences, taste and everything, that is also undergoing some change. So internet is on your side. I am telling you, don't waste so much amount of time. I think time is very crucial to success. In marketing, we always believe that don't waste so much because customer also doesn't have time. I'm telling you very this thing. Even we as a students, do we have unlimited time? Yes, Silvera, do you think we have got unlimited time? No, we have to. Yes, we have to finish our education, say masters and everything within a particular time frame. It is only to see that we have to catch and we have to go and do a suitable job after some point of time. You have to complete that MS degree or MBA degree or MCA degree, whichever you have in mind. So you cannot have unlimited time over there. It is not possible. So for a 2 years course, you cannot take spend 4 years over there because this is going to cost you again. And time is also very important. Again, I am coming to the this thing time. Why? Because a 2 years course should not be 3 years or 4 years because you will be spending more money. And after that, by the time you will be getting older also for the particular job, you'll be losing your seniority also. And you see the cost, the 2 years which you have extra spent over there. Apart from the money which you have spent, don't forget that you have lost your 2 precious years. Ritika, am I correct? Anuj, am I correct? Did you understand what I said? Yes. Wilfred, everybody is following?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Just because you have to see in marketing, these are very, very important. And ultimately, as I told you, you have to get the right decisions at the right time. So this is absolutely important. So next, I am going to again to the same slide. I hope any questions are there, you can please ask. I'll wait and give you the reply. Yes, anyone? Akansha, Ahmed, Akash, Akshay, anybody has got any questions? Please, before going ahead. Rishabh, Varun,
No, sir.
any questions you have, you can very well ask. because these are some of the basic things that we must know, because a market is a market is very big, and we have to see that we have to hit the right targets. I'll give one example also over there. It has come in papers also. Perhaps many of the students might have forgotten. Now, if you see in Italy, so many of the Indian students are there. They are going for their masters or for other courses over there. You tell me why. Again, I'll give you another example so that I think that will be more comprehensive. It is Australia. Now, people from India, they are going for hotel management courses over there. Now, why they are going over there? Why spending such a huge amount, 30, 40, 50, 60 lakhs also? They are spending and getting a good quality education over there. Because in Australia, we believe that hotel management education is one of the finest in the world. But I have seen some students from Symbiosis after clearing their graduations, they go over there and they spend 50, 60 lakhs, but they get the quality education in hotel management over there. So this is, again, we are going to the market segmentation. Hotel management course may be everywhere. In India also we have. But students, they are going over there. You can, anybody can tell me why they are going over there? Because it's obviously the quality. Because they know once they get that particular qualification, then in the best of the hotel industry, they are going to get a suitable appointment. So like this, because they have the branding over there of that particular college. Because Australia, I heard, this is from the students that they say, sir, there is a good quality in hotel management, I am talking. Not about, I don't know about other science and technology. Obviously, I think USA is the master in science and technology. UK, already they are there. Even Germany to that extent also. Any questions are there before I go ahead? Yes, Aman, Ali Asgar. Please participate. Any questions you have, you are welcome to ask. Akshay Londe. Darren, Tanmay Banerjee, I think he has got some question. Yes, Tanmay, any question is there? Atul Shri Kumar, any questions? Devraj. Then we have who? Vaibhav. Vaibhav is there. Unni Krishnan, any questions or any doubts? You please get it cleared. Okay. I think they are satisfied with the answers. Let us go ahead. Varun, you don't have any questions? Satvik? Okay, let us go ahead now with the slides. Now, brand loyalty. About 71% of the customers who had a positive experience with the company on the social media are likely to recommend it to their friends. This we call it as a loyalty, basically. So loyalty means once you are satisfied, you bring in another 10 customers over there. So measure your success. It is very easy that you measure your success. So it is easy to track interaction on social media, that is tweets, downloads, likes, etc. And these are the metrics for measuring the success. So there also you can very well see this success, how much return, success means the return on your investment, whatever you have spent by means of your time and money. So it is easy to track interactions because you will be getting tweets, you'll be getting downloads, likes and everything. These are the metrics for measuring success. Then we have email marketing. It is one of the finest strategy that you can do now. So it is traditional strategies, as I told you, they are still working, but you have an upper hand by email marketing. You can send mails. You can send mails and see that particular once you are sending those mails, because that will be cost effective also. You can reach the wider markets also over there. So gathering email addresses is much easier than gathering mailing addresses. Email addresses is very easy. You might be receiving mails every day in your mail account also. So many they come. So it is very easy to get the cost effective way again. The costs are much lower because there is no printing and postage cost which is email marketing. You see, otherwise, if you go in the history, traditional marketing, how much money we were spending, especially on postages and everything. We used to go to the post office, and at that time, we had to stand in big queues. We had to affix that stamps. How much time and money also we are also mails which were at that time mails were not there. But the thing is that you have to go to the post office, spend your time standing in the queues, then money and everything. Here we are not doing anything. You see the advantages of email marketing now. So there are, however, some challenges in email marketing also. Don't yeah, there are challenges means there is a competition over there. So all type of digital marketing strategies have a lot of competition. Then most people get 100% of marketing emails every day from different companies. Competition is there, no doubt about it. But as I told you, that basically the quality prevails ultimately because this is a race. This is definitely a race. So quality prevails. Then brand damage also. So if you are not careful, email marketing can hurt your image also. See, every time you have to update your brand, this thing. How you can do it? As I told you, that basically see that quality is not diluted at any cost. Many of the companies I have seen that there is a damage to the quality. And once your quality goes down, your brand image also goes down. So never damage that. So there you have to be careful about that aspect. Then constantly sending email is one of the type of market that only works if you do it on a regular basis. Email marketing, it is one of the that means you can send on regular basis, say after 7 days, but don't send every day because the customer might be irritating. But you can send say on regular after 4 days, 5 days, like that periodicity you can because certain customers they are very sensitive. So you can send these customers after 7 days, 8 days. That strategy you may adopt. So constantly sending emails, obviously it works in some cases because today you might not read, but tomorrow you might read that mail when you have time also. So what is the advantages of email marketing? Monitoring, tracking. You can your emails to see that which one are received, which email addresses are no longer active. This is we call that as email monitoring or tracking. With almost every email marketing platform, you can see which emails are engaging people most. This is also very important. You have to track that also because sometimes there are some emails which people also if they read it, they spend time and money. Sorry, not the money, but they spend time. Then content marketing, it can influence someone's thoughts without them even knowing it. But it does require a lot of time, dedication, and some skills in writing also. Content marketing is also very important because there you can influence the customer, his thoughts without them even because you can project some new ideas over there. But it requires a lot of time because it requires some additional time that you have to prepare that content and everything, some dedications and some skills in writing. Now, anyway, I think this slide we have completed. Uh, any questions are there before because we can take a 2-3 minutes break and we have got a bigger slide which is waiting for you over there. Now, I want to ask one question. Let's see who answers this question. Yes, Ritik, you can answer this question. What is content marketing and why is it so useful in the present world? Yes, Ritik.
I don't know, sir.
Okay. Anyone else? Wilfred? Why content marketing? Yes, Wilfred.
So could you just, yes, so
Yeah,
could you
what's
just repeat it?
Yes, yes. What is content marketing and why it has become so important tool in marketing? Yes, Wilfred.
Sir, um, the content marketing would be like creating content about a certain like a certain item or a certain service, and then marketing it, I guess, properly so that you can attract customers.
Okay. Does it work in the present scenarios? Yes,
Sir,
Will.
it so present scenario as in like the current like digital age type of thing. Is that your mean? Like,
Yeah, yeah. So does it
sir,
work
it would
effectively?
because because a lot of these, like you can say, products can be like advertised really well and content can be made like on social media websites, and that would encourage people to use that or try out that product.
Absolutely. Very good. So that means you are saying it works. Am I correct?
Uh, yes, sir.
Yes, Himesh or Harshneet, can somebody add anything to content marketing? Why it is so effective today? Yes, Himesh, Harshneet, anyone
Uh,
can?
s- Sir, rather than creating some content, if people own the content or create own pages on like Instagram or social media for any business they set up, then this would enhance the customers to like it will build trust in the customers, and they could also take question on the products, then they could have conversations. So this leads to more build relationship between the customer and the seller. So yes, it is important in today's world.
Absolutely, Harshneet. I'm impressed with this answer. Now, another question that I will ask you someone else. Yes, anybody can answer. Say Himesh is there, Dheeraj is there. You can tell that. Now, why email marketing is today that effective? Do you really think that email marketing, because we are going in a big way, because we have internet on our side. So yes, anyone? Yeah, Devraj, I think you can also try email marketing. Do you think it is that effective in today's world? Let us discuss and debate. Yes, come on. Dheeraj, Devraj, yes, Vaibhav, come on, speak up. This is your last year. Come on now. Janvi, email marketing. Is it that effective
So
in
may I
today's?
try?
Yes, yes, why not? Go ahead.
So email marketing is popular and in use these days because everything is in online mode. Like
Okay.
everything is digital and we often check our mails. So when the companies send their mails, we may click on them and may read a few lines about it. So we may get interested and contact them.
Yeah, but Nishkam, sending these emails every day, don't you think that it is counterproductive also? Like it might harm the customer also because customer hardly has got time and maybe he is irritated because of your frequently sending mails. So how will you solve this problem? Yes, Nishkam.
Sir, yes, this thing happens and the user unsubscribes to our mails. I
Absolutely.
don't know about any solution of this.
Yeah, yeah. But you have to keep on the move because sometimes it may click also. So unscripted, what you said, that is correct. But that is the reason I am telling you. Frequently, you can decide about the frequency. Say after 7 days, 6 days, whatever that periodicity is there. So let the customer ultimately, once, two, three, four, five, you have to continue till you hit the target. So Nishkam, ultimately the success, how much time you're spending, it can be also measured. Okay. But that is the reason this email marketing, it is also very effective tool. Very, very effective because you can reach different markets also. We are not concentrating on one market. Maybe your, customers Maybe in some other country, for example, say Israel, there they may be needing your customers.
Yes, sir.
I think,
Reach is a benefit in these.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So see, as I gave you the example of hotel management. Now that basically I have seen some of my students from this college only, not in the Symbiosis only. They go for hotel management degrees after graduations. No, it's a good thing. I am saying you because Australia is supposed to be they have a better infrastructure or setup over there regarding this particular area, that is hotel management. So students they prefer they go spend 40, 50 lakhs and they get a strong degree and they get strong appointments at the senior levels in many of the big hotels. It's like Novotel and everything. Anyway, that's a different thing because they have created a brand value. So once you are acceptable, you create a brand, then people definitely they are attracted and they will definitely buy your products. So like this, I think these concepts are there. There are many more slides that I'll be coming. I'll be just taking about 2 minutes break just to have a glass of water, and we will continue after that immediately. So please take only 2 minutes break so we can continue on that. Okay. Now let us go ahead. As we were discussing about the strategies, strategy is basically a long-term concept And we have long-term strategies. We have short-term strategies also. Now, like this, everywhere, a student, when he is there or she is there, long-term strategy, maybe the student has in mind to complete the master's or MS degree in US. That is the long-term strategy. Short-term means you should get good marks in your graduation exams, get a suitable placement or any whatever you have in mind. That is short-term strategy. So strategies basically it may be short-term or long-term. But basically, you have to have a long-term strategy in place first. What exactly you want to do? Now, this is something which you must have because I'm just giving you one more example before going to the slide also. Now, the slides are also waiting. One more biggest slides that I have prepared. Now, there was a question asked to one of our cricketer, that is Sachin Tendulkar. He was asked a question that what is the success of your life? He said that first of all, I set the goals and then I chase it. So everyone must have goals in front of them and then you keep on chasing it. That is the best this thing. This is according to him. He has given the interviews. So like that you have to understand. Set your goals. Every company or anyone for that matter, when you are marketing or going for anything, you must know where you are going. If you don't know where you are going, if you are a confused person, then you can make others confused also. So it should not happen that you are confusing others also. So have a clear vision, have a clear goal. The goal setting should be correct, and then you can slowly and steadily go in that direction. That is what he was saying. I hope you will agree with this, whatever he said. So let us go for the next slide. I hope nobody has got any questions. Before I go, because you might have received the WhatsApp also, I'll be sending you one assignment today that I'll be giving you sufficient time. Don't worry about that, how much time that I'll be giving. I'm not telling you to send in 4 days or 5 days, minimum 7 days or 8 days that I'll be giving you. So please do the assignments because we have to submit 2 assignments. Okay. Then I'm going to this thing. Yeah, this one. Now, there are 15 marketing strategies that inspire strategic thinkers. Now, I can very well see, I hope you can see the time, I mean, the slides. Now, you see, because it takes a lot of time and effort to develop and maintain a marketing campaign that resonates with your intended audience. See, we don't know an intended audience. So you have to spend some time and effort also. So as a strategic thinker, however, the development of a marketing campaign takes even more consideration. After all, we are always searching for ways to gain the also approach competitive edge. Everybody must have got some competitive edge when you are doing marketing campaigns. So there are times though that when we all hit the proverbial wall, if you find yourself in that condition, then you may want to check out these 15 marketing strategies we are given. This I'll be uploading in the Teams also. That will definitely spark your creative energy. Now, always remember that today also in the present day world, there is a need for collaborations. Now, what is collaboration? Collaboration is nothing but partnership with your friends or allies. So today also you see America has a partner in UK, France, even India also. So today we are also having very good relations with America, USA. So that will definitely have dividends. Now, whenever there is a strategy, always you have to see, you have to get the right partner also. Marketing partnerships, that is basically it pushes up the marketing campaign. For starters, when you collaborate with someone else, you tend to deliver better content. So collaboration, as I told you, it's very important. Take the help of someone. It's always better who is successful. On top of it, marketing partnerships are cheaper to create. Okay. See success more quickly and expose your brand to a new audience. That's what we are also doing in America, because US basically the largest trading partner of India also. So marketing partnerships over there, they are cheaper because we have a strong relationship with America. You see, the success comes very easily. Okay, then that is the reason there are so many examples which you can, and then embrace use generated contents. So that is also there. So we have to spend at least say 4 5 hours with the content created by their peers. Now you should see the content as some student he has rightly said. And here in slides also, you spend some time, whatever you want to show to the world. So here the thing, some time you have to spend, which is given over here. So you can achieve this by having customers share personal stories or anything like that, exchange ideas. So all these things, and collaborate with influencers. So another way to gain a new audience and extended brand awareness is by collaborating with the top influencers in their industry. You have to say, you have to make partnerships over there also. That is quite possible. Today you see that we are also, because that is the reason we are having our products displayed in social media as also. Create partners, have allies, have friends. I think that will also help you in this brand awareness, because they also tell you, yes, you do this, you do that, like that. It is also there. So brand awareness, it is also very important. People should know you have got some product which is of high quality, and you are also going towards a new audience also. I know it's a difficult job, but the thing that brand should be there in front of them. You have to highlight your qualities. You have to highlight your qualities. So collaborate with top influencers in your industry. So here the thing is that there are so many examples over here in Instagram account for allowing these influencers to share inspirational content. So contents, basically, if you have the right type of content which you target to the right type of people, then definitely I think it might create awareness about the brand awareness that definitely and helps customers also solve the. Now here I am telling you, because customers also solve your problems. Now I'll just give you an example before I go to the slides. Now I'll just give you some example. It's a live example that I am giving you. This is nothing but a hypothetical. I am not giving you hypothetical examples. Now in Bombay, I am telling you, sometime back it has come in papers also, that basically these big companies over here, when we talk about this slide, especially this slide, I am telling you again, go to the slide, it is about the customers who solve the problems. Now, customers, sometimes if you take them together on board, if you are unable to solve the problems, they help you to solve the problems. Now, again, you will be asking, sir, how? I'll tell you. In Bombay, it's a long time back it has happened. I don't remember the date and time also, but I will tell you one thing, it has come in papers, that basically there was a very big company, and I am telling you that company today is a multinational company. It's a multinational. Now, again, you will be telling me, sir, what is the big problem? See, at that time, the customer sales were going down. I am telling you, it's a fact. The customer sales were going down. The value of the share in the Bombay Stock Exchange, that was also coming down. So ultimately, what happened? That they were confused. They are all confused. I am telling you, the top management, that why this is happening. Why this is happening? Your products are okay, everything is okay, you have the infrastructure, and everything was ready in place. It's a Bombay-based company. I'll tell you the name later on. Now, here the thing is that when everything is in place, why we are losing the brand value? Why people, the sales are going down? They are all confused, the management circles. And I'm telling you, the real thing, what happened over there, that connectivity of the customers, they were missing. So here, I'm trying to again tell you, have rapport with the customer. Now, this company, They lost the touch with the customer. They lost the touch with the customer. That means they were not taking the customers on board. There were not even a single customer service meeting that they had over there. They have forgotten the customers. Why? Because they have earned a lot of money. They are very big people. Why they will be in touch with the customers now? So like this, the spirit was there. But they didn't realize that they must keep a window open for interaction with the customers. They forgot the customers in this race for money. So here the thing comes slowly and steadily, the sales are going down, and to such an extent, they are coming down the hill. So then somebody came and they said, the outside person, he said that there is something wrong with the. Then he found out that the problem over here can only be solved by the customers. That why they are not coming over there, why they are not buying your products, even though the company is a very reputed company. So what went wrong? There was no customer service meetings, and the person who was at the top, he didn't even talk with the customers because he was very busy. He said, "We are very busy. The management persons, they are very busy. I don't know what work they are doing, but they are very busy. That's what they told. Busy with what? Busy with internal activities. Where is the time to reach the customer? Where is the time?" So they neglected the customer. In short, there is a customer neglect. So you see the net result. If you neglect the customer will also neglect you. I'm telling you this ultimately, what was the result over there? The value of the shares, they came down. The brand value, it came down. The customers, they tried to avoid the company's products. And then came a solution. That means the net profits also went down. All these negative parameters, they came into the forefront. And ultimately, with all these things, then they realized that they lost touch with the customer. So sometimes it does happen that if they had the customer service meetings or customer meetings on quarterly basis at least, and they should have a window open. They must have a window open to interact with the customer. Don't neglect the customer. After all, he is giving you the bread and butter. Then I am telling you, one fine morning, this thought, it came in their mind, and they said, no, we must have, say, Wednesday and Saturday for customers. 1 hour, that is from 4 to 5, we will be with the customers and doing nothing else except talking to the customers and hearing their problems. And I'm telling you, it worked. Secondly, they also said that we must have customer meetings once in a quarter, maybe on Sunday at that time, where customers from different fields, they will talk with each other, they will discuss what are the problems over there. Rather than you solving the problem, the company solving the problem, it is the customer who is solving your problems. I hope you understand this. It is the customer who solves the problems, not you. You see, your work has become very easy because now you know where is the flaw over there, where you have gone wrong. The customer is telling you. The customer said a number of things. They said that your products are getting slowly outdated. Now, the thing is that you should go for some new products. And so many things, suggestions were there. And they were accepted 100%. And the customers' representatives, they were also told that you had to be in the management, these things also, you can guide the company rather than the company guiding the customer. The customer was guiding the company. And you see the net result, the brand value went up, sales went up, and the company again was in the limelight. Why I am trying to say this Because it is sometimes it does happen. We don't notice even a small thing, but customer notices it. A person who is sitting outside, he notices this thing and he says, yes, there is a problem. And this is the solution. So like this, you have to understand. Have you followed everybody? Yes, Wilfred, Ritika, have you followed?
Yes, sir.
Okay. This is how the next slide is there. Yes, Elvira, have you followed?
Yes, sir.
So like this, you have to take the customer on board. I'm telling you, most of the times we don't realize many of the complicated problems they are solved by customers. You have a cross section of customers, maybe five from different areas, and I'm telling you, your work will be easier. This is the experience of that multinational company, and the company is today doing very, very well. They have realized that the success is be with the customer. Today we have internet. We are trying to use the maximum. You can have this meetings, Zoom meetings, Google meetings, video conferencing with the customer because customer doesn't have time. You can take his time, talk with him. What are the things, what are required? I'm telling you, this is something a secret which this company realized at the time after a gap of 2 years where they lost heavily, that where they went wrong, they also didn't realize. But the customer was knowing. Customer gave that solution. And I'm telling you, this was immediately implemented by the management. And you see the net results that they are really, I mean, today also the customers, they are on board. And on the contrary, they are in the management committee. So this is how we are when we go for a marketing strategy. I will suggest take the customer on board. Don't neglect the customer, which this company had done at that time. But they didn't realize it. At least, when you are working in the company for say 9 hours, can't you have a window open for half an hour to the customer who is giving you the bread and butter? So this also was not because they said we got enough work. No, enough work means what work they are doing. The work is given only by customers. Internal work and everything, this accounts and everything, that is all ancillary business that you are doing internally. Don't you think that this work and everything it is given by customers where we forget that who has given us this work? It is the customer only. So customer should be on board. Let us take him together. And the company and the customer, both of them, they are the two faces of the same coin. So this is how the success comes. Anyway, I'm going to the next slide so that I can tell you more. Uh, Sorry, this is not the slide. Yeah. So helps customers solve a problem because you are actually in the business because you provide solutions. Now, customers can solve the problems by creating how to content. They will also tell you that yes, this is how the content is. You have to make over there, and they will say yes or no, there is something wrong which we are not happy. And as I told you, listening, responding to them, this is also very important. Okay. Then this is the next one. This we had just discussed. I don't want to repeat it again. But here customers interact. Now many a times it does happen. Now sometimes there is one thing which I wanted to tell you that often it happens that when you are interacting with the customers, I see many of the management people, they talk too much. They keep on talking and talking and talking. Ultimately, it has been decided. The customer says, sir, you are talking too much. Let we also talk. So let the customers talk in a customer service meetings. 70 to 80% of the talk should be done by customers and not the management people. I don't know why they want to show their knowledge or influence. Why? Why you want to dominate the customer? Who is the bigger person over here? Is it the company or the this thing customer? Yes, Shruti. Yes, Shruti, you wanted to say something?
No, sir, it was by mistake.
Okay, okay. So who is bigger? Is it the customer or the company? So that you have to understand that many a times it does happen. I have seen in lot of financial organizations also, not only the technology companies, I'm telling you in most of the companies I am seeing, the person who is in charge, he only talks and the customer listens over that. The poor customer is hardly given a chance to express his ideas. So here, give them an opportunity to talk. 70 to 80% talk should be done by that person, and you should speak only 30%. Because there you should remember the art of listening, not talking. So you should listen to them where you are going because they are only guiding. I'm telling you, your half the work will be over. You are doing research work, this, that, all these things. If you take the customer on board, your lot of time will be saved. You will have lot of insights on the customer's minds also. And I'm telling you, there are so many companies who are doing this now. They call the customers for meetings, especially on Saturdays or Sundays. I don't know which dates are there. And they come over there. They have some snacks and all this served over there. I've seen many of the companies, they are doing it. And I'm telling you, it is proved effective. Like in this slide, I'm showing you, the customers are showing you the way. You are not showing the customers the way, the customer is showing you the way. It's that way. When you are talking about this, you see these slides over there. Let customers interact. Then we have experiment with new channels and platforms. That also you can do over here. That is, new channels are also there and platforms. Try to go over there in different platforms so that you can expose yourself in a larger way. Let people understand, yes, this is the products, they are on display on various channels. So that is also one of the way to project yourself, and platforms, of course. Now here Apple deserves special mention because it's a brand that has created an entire generation of lifelong advocates. You see this Apple, you know that very well. How did they accomplish? Remember when the iPod was introduced, Apple now iconic strategy involved empathy, focus, and impute when they used silhouettes of people enjoying the iPod. So it may not have been the best MP3 player, but it created brand recognition that helped dominate the market. Have some fun also. Now here the thing is that if you don't be when you are projecting in the basically the content when it is there, everything all professional have some fun also. They are telling that basically when you talk about this employees also, that also has to be involved. Now let us again, I come to this slide. Now there is something which in Japan, of course, I'm telling you that this concept is there, whether in India we are still not following it. You should involve the employees in decision making process. Today we are also having a triangular model where only the top executives, they are deciding all the decisions. But in Japan, if you see, there is a flat type organization structure where the decisions are taken even by the persons who are down the lines. Now here comes, that is basically some people who are there, they are over there, the down the lines, they are also involved in the decision makings. The employees especially, they are also in India. I am telling you now, companies are realized. I am not saying that the realization is not there. It is there. But you tell me, because I have visited many of the companies and I have found out that only the top people, they take the decisions. I think you might have also visited some companies. And there also, if you go in deep, the people who are working down the ladder, they hardly know what is going on at the top levels. And this is a fact. This is a fact. I think you might have seen some of the companies. Yes, Nishkam, have you seen these companies who take decisions? Yes, Nishkam. Yes, Nishkam, Ritika, anybody? Have you studied any company? Who is the key decision makers? Yes, anyone? Wilfred, have you studied any company? Silvera, Ritik, any company which you know? Who takes the decisions? You tell me. Very simple question. Harshneet, have you studied any company or where you come to know who is taking the key decisions?
So it's usually the top end of the management.
Correct.
So board of directors mostly.
Yeah. But you see, what about the ground level? What about, yes, Wilfred, what about the ground level employees? Yes, Wilfred.
Yes, sir.
What about the ground level employees? Are they taken into confidence?
Sir, from the companies like I'll give my own example. My dad's company, they don't exactly like take into consideration for every single you can say decision, but some decisions which might involve them like uh, something like the average pay or something, that times they may take into consideration some people, but usually no.
Yeah. So Wilfred also, he has given the correct answer. Any other answer is there? Yes, Silvera, Rishabh, Arshneet, any other answer? Ritika, any other answer? Daniel has given a good, very good answer. I want some other answer. Yes, Nishkam.
No.
Yes, Shruti. Go ahead.
So I think each and every criteria or each and every post in an organization has been assigned with certain duties, and I think each and everyone has certain decisions to make in their own domain. So it depends on what level of decision making is being done, and that's how people are considered or referenced to for a certain task.
No, no, that is okay. I agree with you, Shruti. What you said, I perfectly agree with you. Your that is a particular department. It is there. They are taking their decisions at that level. That is okay. But what about the major decisions? Yes, Shruti, go ahead. Major decisions.
So then I think, of course, the top management comes into
Yes.
play, wherein they have to look into the.
Yes. Now I think Wilfred, Shruti, both of them have agreed that these major decisions, especially they are taken at the top level. Today also it is happening. It's nothing new. We don't want to hide. We want to be transparent. We want to see that in Japan we don't have a system in India. I don't know why we are not following, or maybe we are not trusting our downlines. We should have confidence in them. We should have faith in them, and you have to see that ultimately they have to be also taken on board. Especially, I'm talking about the employees. I visited so many companies and even worked sometimes, but there I found out that only the top level people, they don't confide with the downlines. And obviously the reasons you only know. You only know the reasons. Maybe there is a lack of time, that's what they say, but they can put it on the intranet, which they fear that this information, if it is gone down the lines, maybe they will be well aware of the developments in the company. Maybe they will, tomorrow if they leave the company, the thing, they'll be taking those secrets with them, knowledge with them. So I don't know what is there, in many of the companies I'm seeing. We have a triangular shape. Top means the chairman, general manager, at the down levels, the supervisors and all workers and everything they are there. But very few companies, my word is very few, that is, they are, confiding. In Japan, I am telling you, even during lunch hour, the general manager or the top management, they have lunch with the people who are down the lines. I have not seen in India because I have been in this industry sector for pretty long time. But I am telling you, the thing is that they don't have lunch. Even lunch also they don't have on a common table. Now this is true. I hope Wilfred will agree with me, or even Shruti, Nishkam, they will agree with me. In Japan, they have. They sit together for lunch. They discuss some problems, maybe online, offline, but many of the problems can be solved during lunch breaks also, or during tea time also. So this is how we have to involve the employees. Many a times complicated problems they are solved by employees themselves, but we don't trust them. The problem is that we don't trust them. I am telling you, the real problem is here. Maybe that ego is there. Maybe some ego is there in some companies. I am not talking all the companies, some companies. But the thing is that unless you confide with them, unless you make them wiser, how can you reach at a suitable judicious decision? Anyone else? Yes, Harshnit, you do have any other opinion? Harshnit?
Yes, so actually, like I also believe that in all the companies they follow a hierarchy, like the top level takes the major decisions, but in some cases they also follow delegation of authority so that they can involve the like they can assign responsibility to the lower level and equal involvement is occurs in the company by each member.
Yeah, that's true. But Harshni, my point is that have you seen in any of the company practically do these top executives, the very top level management, during lunch hour or during tea breaks, do they involve themselves with the lower downlines?
Yes, it happens in some companies. Like I've heard that in Deloitte and such companies.
Deloitte is it is an international company. That I agree. What about other companies? You believe this is happening? This change is happening?
So I don't know much about Indian companies.
Okay. Anyway, now the change has to be there because Deloitte is a good example. It's a professionally managed company where everybody is at the same page. They work together, take decisions, discuss problems. I agree with this. But majority of the companies, I'm sure about it, that that involvement is not there. So that basically is the purpose of that slide. When basically when you are talking about a strategy making, strategy usually this is taken at the top level, but many a times we don't discuss the strategy with the lower down lines. That was my point. And it should be there. I am telling you because you are making a long-term plan. Aren't you going to make the employees aware about these plans? Sometimes these plans are not even discussed with them. And I'm telling you that I'll tell you in financial circles also, especially when I went for some workshop in one of the leading nationalized banks, was interacting with the junior people. What are your targets? I just asked a very simple question. Mind you, I didn't get that answer I was waiting over there for 1 hour, but I didn't get the answer. And ultimately what answer I got? They said that, sir, we don't know. We are not being informed. So ultimately, you see, this is the chaos, confusion, which can be avoided. Employees should also feel involved in that decision-making process. This is my view. Like in Japan or South Korea, Taiwan also, yes, it is there. Why can't we have this type of atmosphere? So there basically lies, unless you are one internally, I don't think the company can go forward. This is my thinking. Harshneet, do you believe?
Yes, sir.
Correct. So that is the reason I am trying to say that mentally we should be together. That means all the employees should be on the same page. Why on different pages? And nobody knows what is happening in the company, what are the developments, what are the products, how they are going to service them, how they are going to talk with the customer. They don't even know what are the plus points and minus points of the product. Sometimes that also happens because sometimes the coordination is lacking, especially I'm talking about the bigger companies. So all these awarenesses and everything, they must have a group activity like that and see that everyone does it. I hope everybody agrees. Yes, Rishabh, Silvera, do you agree with this?
Yes, sir.
So this is how we have to have a rapport with the downlines. Now, there is sometimes, an aura of overconfidence. We think, because sometimes I have seen that they think that they are too knowledgeable, and if they share those secrets or experiences with the downlines, maybe they will be very well aware. And it is, they think it is just like some ego is there. I will say like that. So we don't want that ego. Why that ego should be there? You tell me. When we are all sailing in the same boat, we are all sailing in the same boat. Everybody has to work together as a team. It's just like a cricket team. It's a cricket team. You have to win the match. We don't say when you are in a cricket team that the bowler is small or the batsman is big or the wicket keeper is small. You don't say like this. You share the plans. You see, that is the strategy that you win the match. I hope Nishkam is going to agree with this. Yes, Nishkam, you agree with this or not? So you have to see that every player of the team is confided, he does his duty, he knows his duty, he is well aware of the plans. Then only you can win the match. I don't think you can win the match without taking all the players together. It will be a confusion, I'm telling you. It will be definitely a confusion if you don't take all the players together. I hope Shruti, you will agree with this.
Yes, sir.
So, like this, you must have a strategy in place. When you are framing a strategy, have a meeting, even of the staff also. I am not saying about the customers. Customers should also be on board, take their views into account. Where many a times we say, no, no, we don't have time. Please don't give that excuse about the time. It's not correct. Time we have to spare about this such important decisions which you are making. You are making a start. You are making a start over there. Anyway, let us go for the slides again, which I think we have got about 10 minutes left. I'm just taking the attendance, otherwise I'll miss that attendance. Okay, I'm going to the slide now. The same slide I'm going. Now have some fun. So there also, whatever that content marketing and whatever that things are there, whatever your products are there. So with the marketing campaigns, this Old Spice, Taco Bell, there you can have have fun with their marketing campaigns also. So here the thing is that people should be not that serious. Don't make them that serious. So that is the reason this has been. So Caterpillar launched it, built for it campaign by having 5 CAT construction machines play a giant game of Jenga. So you can see this type of behavior, it also helps. So having fun, so that is also very good in your, especially when you are having a content. So, like this also, it helps you to encourage your campaigns. then get employees involved. I don't want to repeat again. Then you don't always have to play it safe. Be a little weird. That means be a little bit aggressive. I'm not saying too much aggressive. A little bit weird you can have. Sometimes you want to think out of the box and get a little weird. For example, to help launch the new radio. Then in Scotland, the station played 20 guitar racks throughout the city. Like this, we have to sing. Sometimes there are two things which I wanted to again share with you. You don't forget about the existing customers. This is number one. And you have to think out of the box solutions also. So out of the box solutions, these are also very, very important because sometimes it works. And sometimes the solutions, maybe you are going in a new aggressive market. At that time, this aggressiveness over there, spending a lot of money, it's better to think out of the box because times are changing, market is changing, all things are changing. Can't we think out of the box like an entrepreneur, like a creative person, like an innovative person? Can't we think in a new way? See, the old stereotype ways, reading the books and everything, it may not help also. I'm telling you, since you are penetrating in a new market, think out of the box. Think something which is hidden. So, like that, you have to think like a fox. So, be an entrepreneur. That's what my point is there. Be an entrepreneur. That will help you. Out of the box solutions, that is definitely very good solution to some complicated problems which are, especially during this COVID-19 situation, they are there. So you can very well think in that way also. Okay. So that also I told you in this some two things are there. Yeah, there is again this about this. See, when you are going in all directions, don't forget about the existing customers also. Sometimes it does happen that when you are targeting some new market or new customer, new business, new sales and everything, what about the existing persons? Are you going to leave them just like that? Who has helped you, the company to grow? Your core customers, your basic customers. So there also you have to take into account. Don't just tell them, no, your need is over, your job is over. So again, you are making a very big mistake because after all, they are the image, they are the pillars of your business. So here what happens, these customers over there, if you neglect them, if you tell them, no, it's okay, you go, your job is over, then these people will definitely have an anti-propaganda over there, anti-company propaganda. You lose your image, brand image will go down, the brand value will go down. So take them on board. What is the harm? See, after all, they have also helped you, What is the harm? You tell me. So like this, we have to existing customers, since they are the pillars of business, I would suggest take them together. It's always better. Then I think 5 minutes are there. I just finish up this. Don't forget about the existing customers. Yes, use big data to target customers. There are two things, and you have to venture out in the concrete. See, big data also to target customers. There also you can give, that is flight information to send messages, stranded travelers. Okay. So there are examples over there. Big data can be used to predict purchasing trends also. So with this, you can very well go over there. There are 5 over here, which I want definitely you can get a lot of data. That is who is traveling, because sometimes it does happen that some frequent flyer customers, especially who are flying, frequently, they are spending money. So there, who are they? There you can also come to know that these are the frequent flyers. Now they are spending money in a big way. Target them. this is the best thing that you can do, because they are spending money very wisely. Wisely means for business purpose, going abroad for meetings or for luxuries also. You may call like that also, but they are spending money. So there we can get some good information about this customers, their emails and everything. Then you can keep tracking about these customers. Who are your next targets? You know, like this you have to, when you talk about the strategy. So there are so many strategies. You can also check online. This, of course, I'll be putting in the Teams. Okay, today I'll be sending you one assignment. Please finish this assignment in time. I've taken the attendance. We have got 2-3 minutes left. And please say that everybody is on board when it comes to Vivas, because there are 12.5 marks. Then if your name is not there, then it will be difficult. So don't you know, connect. Ritika is there, Shruti is there, both of them, and see that your names in groups. Four students should be there in one group. You can have three students also, but don't make it 5. So 4 students, they are sufficient. And you give the names to Ritika, she is there, Shruti is also coordinating, and see that the names are, because there is a link also over there, you can update that link. Any questions are there? Anybody wants to ask? Anyone? Yes, Deepa Kumari, any questions? Diksha Chaudhary?
Yes, sir.
Any questions you have, please, you can ask. Because then afterwards we'll be meeting only after one week. We have got, I think, 1 minute left. Please, anybody. Janvi Mishra, any question?
No, sir.
Okay. Any questions, any doubt, you can, there is a chat box. You can very well coordinate. Plus see that you submit the assignments in time. Don't be left behind limited number of lectures. So that is the reason that we have to adhere to the timelines which are there given by the college. So limited time. So please be on track. Whatever the instructions are there, just you have to follow the instructions. So today I'll be sending you that assignment positively. I'll be giving you sufficient time for it because this is your first assignment. 8 days I'll be giving you. So 2 questions will be there that you have to answer, and that assignment is individual. Please don't think that it is a group assignment. It's an individual assignment because I'll be giving you individual marks. I think it is 10 o'clock. I have taken the attendance. Now I'm closing down.